We are going to take a start today, and there are a couple of things I would like to discuss with you. You know what happens as we grow, not only the growth in age, growth in education, growth in mindset. More we grow, we realize that there are certain weaknesses in ourselves. For example, by the time you guys reached college, you must have realized, I don't know this thing, I don't know that thing. So before that, you hadn't got any idea, you hadn't had any idea that what those weaknesses were. Now, by the time you realize there is a weakness in you, you identify that weakness, it is your duty to turn that weakness into strength, right? First, identify your weakness, and then you got to turn that weakness into strength. Now, by the way, for example, my today's strength was my yesterday's weakness. Serious weakness. Okay, for example, English. I ran away from school because of English. I did not want to go to school because of English. That was my weakness. So then one day I realized, and you know, by the time my teachers were helping me, my mother was pushing me, I didn't realize that I need to turn it into strength. But the day when I myself realized, and a voice came from inside, Asad, that's enough now. You should learn English. And then the same Asad Yaqub is English teacher, okay? Who's running away from English, and one day he becomes English teacher. So you should identify those weaknesses, and I tell you, if you turn today's weaknesses into tomorrow's strength, then you will have a different, a different future. You will have different personality. I mean, how do you feel if you speak English fluently? You go somewhere for an interview and you speak English, patak, 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 right? And they will give you high values and all that. Before this class, I was having a discussion with a very fine gentleman who is from HR. And he was telling me that we have IT experts, very high-fi IT experts. But when we introduce them to foreign clients, when they have to talk to those Americans and British people, all their skills leave them. Why? Because of language barrier, right? So language is not just to speak. Language is to speak and to listen and to understand and to react also. So he was also complaining that sometimes our candidates, when they are interviewed by American or British people, they can speak, but when Americans ask something, or the British people, they ask something, then our candidates fail to answer because they only know how to speak few things, but they don't understand. So you need to develop your listening as well as your speaking. Both skills are equally important. Okay, I gave you an assignment for making audio recording, and you might have learned some new words. By the way, how was that concept? Listening to vocabulary words with a little background music, and they spell the word, tell you the meaning and all that. One more thing you guys have to do at this point, try to understand English into English. English into English. Now forget about second language or translation method and all that. Try to understand English into English. The vocabulary course which I shared with you, there actually you understood English into English. Difficult word of English with simple English meaning, and then you were able to understand that. So now just develop this habit also, that I will understand English into English. Once again, I would like to tell you, your qualifications, your skills, your education, your degrees are extremely important, right? But most important is your communication skills, so that you could justify. You don't have to say, I'm a doctor. Please believe me, I'm a doctor. Right? I know some doctors, they don't look like doctors. I know some engineers, they don't look like engineers. They look like ordinary people. So you have to become extraordinary, and that is going to be your personality, your dressing. Mashallah, today it's all very good, huh? I can see the change, right? So just go on like this, and remember, when you are all alone at home, you are a different person. But when you are outside, you are carrying your personality, your persona, and the way, for example, now this gentleman has been wearing necktie ever since I started, I think so. Nobody asked him to do that. See, when the new law of wearing the helmet was implemented, at that time I used to ride the bike. And even before that, because I was a home tutor as well once upon a time, and in order to be a home tutor, I had to move from one part to another. I had 5-6 tuitions and all that. So I used to wear helmet already before this law. When the law came in, they said now everybody will wear a helmet and all that. I was already wearing a helmet, I was not disturbed. So for example, this gentleman, the other day when we said now everyone will be dressing up nicely and this and that, but he was not actually affected by that because already he was wearing the same type of dress, right? So just try to do this thing that whenever you go anywhere, leave good impressions on people. And that is not just because of your personality, it's just because of your language skills, your dressing. Sometimes people don't talk to you. Have you ever noticed? We observe everyone on the road. Even someone is walking along, we just observe everyone and then we make an opinion that this person is going, he looks like a lawyer. This person looks like this, he's an ordinary person. This person looks like a beggar. We see that, yeah? Sometimes beggars, they are in good form, good condition, and they come to us and they say, "Meri koi help kar de," something like that. Then you understand this person is a beggar. And by the way, another thing, language is so powerful. A person suited, booted, comes to you and says, "Meri koi madad kar de." Now you'll just look it from top to bottom. You look at him and you say, "Look at him. I was thinking he's a gentleman, but he is actually a beggar." So your words, your language, your intentions, your thoughts, whatever you are, these things are very, very important. One way to get rid of all these things is to pretend. You know, pretend. You pretend I am a gentleman. Sometimes, you know, when unke ghar wale inke ghar aate hain, inke ghar wale unke ghar jate hain, then there's a lot of pretending. सब pretend हो रहा होता है. ये अपने घर वाले भी एक दूसरे को बड़ी तमीज से बुला रहे होते हैं. ये आप बैठ जाइए, प्लीज आप आइए, और तू जानता नहीं, something like that, right? So that's what we call pretending. That's not real, right? So you just need to see, I mean, you should be real, not the pretending version of yours. Some people are actually pretending all through their lives. They pretend. Pretend means जो आप नहीं हैं, वो लोगों को बताने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि मैं इंतहाई शरीफ आदमी हूँ, मैं इंतहाई ये हूँ, मैं इंतहाई वो हूँ, बट एक्चुअली नहीं हूँ. सो आई विल बी प्रिटेंडिंग. सो वो जो प्रिटेंडिंग वाली लाइफ है ना, उसका आपको खुद भी मजा नहीं आएगा. बिकॉज एवरी टाइम यू अपीयर इन फ्रंट ऑफ द ऑडियंस, आपको वो मास्क लगाना पड़ेगा. बचपन में होता था ना जिन वाला मास्क लगा लेते हैं मुंह पे, राइट? सो जस्ट ट्राई नॉट टू प्रिटेंड, ट्राई टू मेक योर रियल सेल्फ प्रेजेंटेबल, कि बगैर मास्क के भी आप जिन ना लगे. You should look like a gentleman, and that is the real one. All right. So we are going to take a start with some simple activities. Right. I'm going to come to you, and I'll give you a word, and you have to give me a sentence or your thought on that word. Simple activity, very simple. I'll give you a word. You'll give me your thought on that word. For example, I say apple, and you say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Right. I say medicine. Whenever we are sick, we should get medicine and then we feel better after that. Your actual thought on that. Is that clear? Now don't say this. I say apple, I like apple. Yeah, I say medicine, I buy medicine. Not like that. Be creative. Come up with something. Say something. I say Pakistan. I love this country and this country is my identity. I love Pakistan. Long live Pakistan. Something like that. Right? So you should be creative about that. Now let's take a start. I'll start from you. Egg.
In my childhood, I used to take bread with the egg, and it was a good food for me.
So now you don't eat egg?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, that's strange. Your turn, please. Apples. You need to give me quick reaction. I don't want you to turn your eyes. And then you say, apple, come on.
Today I have seen apples in 3 colors, red, green and yellow.
Okay, that's right. Your turn, please. Pakistan.
Pakistan, I live in Pakistan. It's my identity. I want to just make a name of Pakistan overall the world.
Okay, that's good. Mobile.
Mobile
Has.
advantages as well as disadvantages. Use it for a good purpose.
Okay, that's good. There. Radio.
I used to listen to radio when I was in my childhood.
Okay, in my childhood, I used to listen to radio. That's right. Your turn, please. Education.
Education is very important for girls also.
All right, you should speak confidently. Education is very important for girls. All right, your turn, please. Fashion.
Fashion is very important to everyone. We should adopt good fashion.
Very good. Makeup.
There are many varieties of makeup we should adopt that suits us.
Okay, that's good. There, please. Urdu.
Urdu is our national language, and we should learn Urdu because it is symbol of our country.
I'm sorry I'm using this word. All of you should have the tendency to turn into a pataha when required. Cracker. You should have the tendency. There can be a situation in life where you have to become a pataha. You understand what I mean? Pataha means, yeah, fight for your rights. Fight for yourself. So you should come out of this, okay? So now we'll go on. We're going to play another game. It's going to be another warmer. You're going to make a sentence and the next person will make a sentence with the last letter of that sentence. For example, I like to eat strawberries. S. Now make a sentence with S. Then letter. Word will be difficult, right? Sometimes it's a noun and all that. I love to eat strawberries. S. Sometimes, yeah. Great minds think alike. Very good.
Sometimes I walk into park for enjoyment, and I enjoy there for very much.
I enjoy there very much. H.
H.
H nahi H. H. Q. R. Yeah. H. Quickly, come on. I mean, listen, the easy thing is first think about a word with H. Like horse. Horse is a very powerful animal. L.
Hockey is national.
Hockey is our national game. Good. Game. E.
E. Elephants are one of the animals that are very huge and giant.
Okay, elephant is one of the creatures, or species is better word. Species which is huge and giant. T.
Temporary people I don't like that.
No, temporary people I don't like. That's not
I like
correct.
temporary people.
Right?
But
Temperature.
I have to use that word in the front.
In the beginning, you need to start your sentence with that. All right, you're slowing us
So
down.
talk is the best solution for the debate.
For the?
For the conflict.
For conflict. T.
Tea is most important for me in the
Very good. Tea is most important for me for breakfast or in breakfast. T.
Tiger is the king of the animal.
Tiger is the king of the animals. Very good. Animals. S. Come on. Superman is my favorite character. Something like that. See, now you have to use your brain. जो चीज़ ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल नहीं ना की हो फिर ऐसे ही होता है. Yeah, exactly. Come on.
Is very dangerous animal.
Snake is a very dangerous animal. L. Reptile.
Loyalty is rare nowadays.
Loyalty is rare nowadays. Very good. Nowadays. S. Sana is my best friend, huh? Okay. Yeah. Bhul gaye. Come on, just come up with something. She's looking beautiful. L.
Looking like fake.
No, that's not correct grammatically. It doesn't make any sense. Love is the important part for any family, or love is very important for any family, like that. Okay, family. Why? Yeah, love is life. Okay, E.
Yak is a dangerous animal.
Yak is a dangerous animal. Okay, animal. L. He's going to write a poem, huh? Shairi likhne lage. So, animal you said, right? So, yeah. See now, your brain powers are leaving you. Lion is?
The king of animals.
Lion is the king of animals. S.
Suspicious make me enthusiastic.
Suspicious things make me enthusiastic. So sometimes even simple things can put you in trouble. So be prepared for that. I mean, this activity was basically for your checking your brain power, how attentive you are and how active you are and all that. Okay. Now, we do have a peer presentation where you are going to be here 2 by 2 and we'll just perform that. I'll give you around 1.5 minutes for both. Okay, 2 minutes. I'll give you 2 minutes for both and make sure it's going to be two-way communication, not one way. Huh? You just have a setting. you only say yes, no. I will handle the whole thing, okay? It should not be like that. Yeah. Now, before we go on with this, today I would like to talk to you about communication, and we are going to have a little discussion on verbal communication. Then we have non-verbal. Verbal and non-verbal. Now, when we talk about verbal communication is communication with words. Right? Yeah, exactly. So you should know how to use appropriate words. Sometimes words are very important. The choice of words and the words that you use, they become very, very important. So in English also, try to use appropriate words when you communicate. Verbal communication. We have two more branches of verbal communication. One is formal and second is informal. Now what is formal? Formal communication is you communicate with seniors, you communicate when you are not talking to your friends. And the opposite one is informal, and informal communication is like chat, a conversation with your friends, conversation with your colleagues where you are frank and you are talking. Like in Urdu language, when you do informal talk, you say tum aise kar lena. When you do formal talk, you say aap is tarah se kar lijiyega. Right? So in English also, we do have formalities. Now, for instance, if I say, give me the pen. When I say, give me the pen, give me the keys, what does that mean? That is informal and that is rather rude. Right? If you're talking to your teacher, say, sir, give me the book. Give me the book is not actually, what you say, it's not formal and it's not, it's rude actually. Okay, it's not polite. So in order to be polite, you can add please. Right? Yeah, kindly. Kindly give me this book, or please give me this book, or give me this book, please. Now, yeah, pass on this book, or pass me on this book, pass me on this book, please. Or kindly, or you can say, would you please give me your mobile? Would you please? Right? Now please note it down. Would you please? Kindly and only please. Would you please, kindly and please. Would you please, kindly and please. Now I'm going to, sorry? If you don't mind, right? Yeah.
Would you please kindly?
Would you please, kindly and only please. And there is another one, I wonder. I wonder, W-O-N-D-E-R. I wonder if I could use your mobile. You know, sometimes in Urdu you say, मैं सोच रहा था कि अगर आप मुझे 50 रुपए दे दें. मैं सोच रहा था कि. Very polite and humble. I wonder if you could lend me some money. You could. I wonder if you could. I wonder if you could help me. I wonder if you could do my assignment. Right? I wonder if you could do my homework. Right? I was thinking is another way of doing that. You can also say, I was thinking if you could take me to the airport. मैं सोच रहा था कि अगर आप मुझे एयरपोर्ट ले जाएं. Very polite request. This request is like this. Something like that, all right? Yeah, exactly. Now I'll come to you one by one and you're going to make a polite request. Ladies first.
It would be a great pleasure. Can we use this too?
It would be a great
Pleasure.
pleasure. Yeah, it would be a great pleasure. Yes, you can say that as well. But that will go into another term, like you will be happy if someone is going to do you that favor. But again, it is for making a request. Now, you're going to make one polite request. Yes.
Would you please give me your pen?
Would you please or will you please give me your pen? That's right. Next.
Kindly allow me a leave for one day.
Kindly allow me a leave for a day, or allow me off for a day, like that. Yeah.
Please pass me that book.
Please pass me that book. Yeah, pass me the salt, please. You know, you're sitting around the dining table. You say, pass me the salt, please. Pass me the chicken, please. Pass me all the mutton, please. Something like that. Pass me the fish, please. The rice, exactly. Yeah.
Can you please help me in study?
Can you please help me in studies? Very good.
Please give me a pen.
Please give me a pen.
Kindly give.
Yeah, kindly give.
kindly give me your hotspot.
Kindly give me your
Hotspot.
hotspot. Okay, that's right. Password, Wi-Fi, hotspot. There.
Please make out my mistakes whenever I make it.
Very good.
Sir, kindly can you write me a letter of recommendation for me?
Yeah, can you please write a letter of recommendation for me? Very good. Or can you give me a letter of recommendation?
It will be a great pleasure for me if you talk to me.
Yeah, it'll be a great pleasure for me if you talk to me, right?
It could be, it would be nice if you give me first choice.
Right?
Can you tell me about your childhood, please?
Okay. Will you please tell me about your childhood, please? Right?
Would you share your feed with me?
All right. Your food, not feed, food. Yeah.
Would you give your bike for 5 minutes?
Sorry?
Would you give your bike for 5 minutes?
All right. You can say, would you please give me your bike for 5 minutes? Now we move on and we're going to talk about non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication. When you communicate with the help of your body language, facial expressions, voice, gestures, and all that. In non-verbal communication, today, first of all, we are going to discuss something that is called intonation. Intonation. Intonation is basically the up and down of voice according to the message. Whatever you are speaking, proper intonation for that. Now, if I'm going to ask a question, I will say, would you like to come along with me? Right? Would you like to learn Spanish? Would you like to learn Spanish? One is I say, would you like to learn Spanish? Would you like to learn Spanish? But if I say, would you like to learn Spanish? Right? Then along with intonation, we have another thing that is what we call stress. Stress. Now this is not the stress that we have. This stress is actually when you say democracy. You don't say demo or democracy. Democracy. Right? You're just putting some stress over there. Photography. You don't say photography. 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 This is what we call stress. So in English we do have stress patterns as well. Intonation and stress. Right? Okay, now after that, when we talk about non-verbal communication, in non-verbal communication, the first thing is your volume. Volume. According to the situation, now over here I have this microphone and I'm talking to you in front of the mic. But even if I'm not using the mic, I'm over here, you guys can hear me. Sometimes, you know, you have the teachers who have this low volume and you have struggle, you don't understand, you try to understand and all that. So your volume depends on the size of room, number of participants and the way you are talking. For instance, if I want to speak excitedly, I'll say, well, listen, today I'll tell you something. And if I want to speak seriously, so then I say, okay, English language is really important for all of you, something like that. So see that I have decided this is my highest volume and this is my lowest volume. Even my lowest voice will reach there as well. And my highest voice will reach everywhere. So you need to decide. And by the way, this volume determines your, what do you say, personality. The other day I met this guy, very tall and mashallah, sehatman. Yeah, very tall and sehatman. If you look at that guy, you'll be afraid. With the big mustache and everything, you will just be scared looking at that guy. You'll say he's just like Maula Jat or something like that. But when he talked actually, when he spoke, his speaking style, because of the volume, like, you know, in your voice, there should be something like powerful. So if you speak like, for example, if I'm talking to you and I say, how are you? And you say, I'm fine, thank you. For example, how are you?
I am fine.
See that? How are you?
I am pretty fine.
See that? How are you?
I'm good.
How are you? Okay, now listen. This time you're going to answer this question as if someone is asking you, how are you 10 times and you are really irritated. Right? How are you?
Pretty fine.
Pretty fine, huh? Okay, now you're going to take this how are you as a privilege. Just imagine Atif Aslam is there. Just imagine. Atif Aslam is there and he's asking you, how are you?
I'm fine.
I'm fine, Atif, you, right? Something like that. I mean, first of all, your eyes will open wide and your voice and all that, right? Okay, now we're just going to learn how to express your feelings and emotions, right? Now, this time you're going to say one sentence happily. One sentence happily. It's really nice to see you. It's really nice to see you. I'm very happy today. Oh my God, I'm here at Qasim Ali Shah Foundation. Wow. Something like that. Happily. Not like, oh wow, I'm so happy. Not like that. Come on, one sentence.
I am very happy to take your class on physically.
Good. And by the way, guys, we are all very lucky.
Yeah.
The people who are watching videos on YouTube, check their comments. They are dying to come in. They're asking me how to join the class and what to do and all that. So we are all quite lucky that we have this platform and we are the ones who are demonstrating to others. They want to join us. They wish to join us. This is something good, yeah? But anyways, don't worry, those who are watching us on YouTube or there. So for you, this is a great opportunity as well. Now, next one, please.
I'm very happy that I'm elected.
Oh, bhai hasna bhi hai saath thoda sa. Yeah, I'm very happy today. Come on. You do one thing. Stand up, look at the audience and then say the sentence. Yeah. Stand up, look at the audience.
I'm very happy. I am being elected.
Is he looking happy? No. So,
I'm very happy. I have been elected as a new CR of my class.
all right, think. Very serious. हाँ ऐसे लोगों की ना अपनी शादी पे भी तस्वीरें अच्छी नहीं आती. अपनी शादी पे भी लग रहा होता है कि बेचारे को पता नहीं क्या हो गया. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah. थोड़ा सा ख्याल करें. सारी शादी की तस्वीरें खराब हो जाएंगी फिर और वो दोबारा भी नहीं होनी. Only once. Okay, my apologies, but actually this is good. Yes, please.
Oh man, I got you while singing. Your voice is so beautiful.
Okay, that's good. I come closer so that they catch the voice. Yeah. Look at the audience.
Today I am so happy because I have gained 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
Fantastic. Clapping. And thank you very much for not telling the name of the channel. All right, good job. Miss, please look at the audience and just talk.
You look so beautiful. Your shirt is my favorite.
Okay, next please.
Hooray! Pakistan has won the match.
Wow, that's awesome. Good job. There.
I'm very happy because tomorrow I'm going to Islamabad.
You're a big liar. Yeah, I'm very happy because I'm going to. Just relax. थोड़ा आहिस्ता बोलें, feel करके बोलें, इस्लामाबाद को सोच के बोलें. Then say it again.
I'm very happy because tomorrow I'm going to Islamabad.
Okay, that's better. Next.
Alhamdulillah, I am going to start my Islamic education very soon.
MashaAllah, that's good. There.
Today I am happy because the date of Diwali is for 4th November. The date of Diwali is 4th November, and I will go and celebrate it.
Happy Diwali from me, right? From all of us. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Good job.
Oh, my friend, I'm become the first CSP officer in my family.
All right, mashallah. That's awesome. Have you become?
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Today I am very happy because yesterday Pakistan has won the match.
You're not happy yet? You're so serious.
Today I am very happy because Pakistan
Has won the match.
Pakistan has won the match.
Okay, now you please.
Finally, I am in third semester now.
Wow, congratulations. Good job. Yes, please.
I am in a very good mood.
I'm in a very good mood. Good job. Next.
Today I am very happy because tomorrow is holiday.
Wow, mashallah. Excellent. This is good. Now you're on the right track. Your turn, please. You'll follow this camera.
I'm happy as well as excited for my birthday.
When is your birthday?
2nd November.
2nd November. All right. 4th November, Diwali, and 2nd November, your birthday. That's very good. Happy birthday in advance.
I am very happy to be the part of this institute.
No, not like this. Not like this. Just slow down. When you are happy, you're not so fast. So slow down and then talk. Yeah.
I am very happy to be the part of this institute under the course of Talim Mumkin program.
Okay. Thank you. There.
Oh guys, I am very happy to join Qasim Ali Shah Foundation.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, guys. Hey, Mundio. That's what you said. Okay. So, hey, guys. Say hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey, guys. I'm very happy to join Qasim Ali Shah Foundation. Excellent. Nice quote, by the way. Good.
I am very happy to study in Lahore.
Me too. I'm very happy to study in Lahore. Okay, yes. You can follow that camera.
I am very happy tomorrow is holiday.
I'm very happy that tomorrow is holiday. थोड़ा चेहरे को normal करें, right? Yeah.
Congratulations, guys! You have made it to Qasim Ali Shah Foundation.
Very good. You have made it to Qasim Ali Shah Foundation. Your turn.
Finally, we have won the volleyball match.
Okay, that's good.
I was very happy by the performance of Asif in the yesterday match.
Really?
Yes.
Good. There.
I am happy to help you and I am happy to come to visit.
All right, just smile on your face. Say it again.
I am happy.
Okay, thank you. There. Don't be confused.
I am very happy you came to visit to my place.
Okay,
I'm so excited to join the party.
all right.
I am very happy to buy a new bike.
Okay, there.
I am very happy to have myself in today's class.
Okay.
I am happy to complete my 5th semester.
Smile. Happy thing.
To complete my 5th.
5th semester, right.
Small memories made me happy.
Now, small memories make me happy.
I am glad to have myself in the physical class.
Good, very good.
Wow, you are looking so cute.
Okay, you're a big liar. Okay, all right. That's awesome. Very good. All right, so we'll just move on. We've got this volume, and then there is another thing that is what we call pace. And there is another thing we call it pauses. Pace and pauses. Pace and pauses, they play very active role. And by the way, whenever we recite the Holy Quran, after each ayat, we have a pause, then we move on to another ayat, then there's a pause, and sometimes there is waqf lazim. You have to stop there and then you need to move on. So as you communicate effectively, it's a good idea to take certain pauses. Have you noticed when someone is scolding someone, right? When you are scolding someone, you take some pauses. Like you say, I told you before not to do this. You don't listen. I'm really disappointed. I don't want to see you here. You think it's a child play? Now go from here. Something like that, yeah? By the time you take pauses, by the time your teacher is scolding you and the teacher is quiet, pin drop silence like this, and you are, okay? To create that impact, to dramatize the situation. Have you ever noticed whenever we tell jokes to others, right? You tell jokes, yeah. And then there is a point, there is a breaking point where you reach and then you tell the joke. So I'm going to take a very big risk now. I'm going to tell you a joke in English. If you understand, good, you should laugh. Even if you don't understand, I will do like this and you start laughing. Okay, अगर नहीं हंसे तो लोगों को लगेगा इसको जोक समझ ही नहीं आया. फिर अपनी भी देखिए रेपो खराब होगी. Okay, तो जोक समझ आए या ना आए, at the end you have to laugh ताकि सबको लगे कि इसको इंग्लिश के जोक समझ आते हैं. Okay, it's not like that. All right, let's just try to do that. Once upon a time, there was a train moving and few passengers were traveling in the train. And one person was reading the newspaper, passenger, and he was just busy with the newspaper. One passenger who was sitting here, he went to that person who was reading the newspaper and asked him very politely, "Excuse me, sir, are you Chinese?" And the person who was here, he replied, "Who, me? No, I'm not Chinese." This person said, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir." He went back. After 2 minutes, he got up again and went to the same person and said, "Excuse me, sir, was your father Chinese?" Now, the person who was reading the newspaper, he looked at him, "No, my father was not Chinese." And this person said, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir." He went back. Now, third time, same person went to him and said, "Excuse me, sir, was your grandfather Chinese?" And this person was really angry, very, very angry. He started shouting, "Yes, My grandfather was Chinese. Yes, my father was Chinese. Now tell me what? And this person said, you don't look like Chinese. Thank God you understood. Wow, awesome. Okay, all great, huh? Fantastic. Thanks a lot. You understand jokes now in English. Okay. All right. So see that during this process, I used a variety of volumes, pauses, space, right? So you need to do all these things. This is what we call dramatizing the situation, and this is quite important for good communication, right? Now, in the second half of the class, after the break, we'll go on and you will come over here 2 by 2 and you're going to perform your peer presentation. It's more like a talk. You're going to give a friendly talk, very friendly talk. And I mean, don't decide on any topic. Just come over here and talk pleasantly. And keep in mind, the purpose should be to entertain the audience also. They should enjoy your talk. Speak loudly, speak clearly. Even if you have something serious, that doesn't matter. But still, there should be something that you're going to share with the audience. It should not be like, how are you? Aaj ki pakaya hai? Kal aapne kya khaya tha? Parso kya khane? Not like that. There is no learning in it. There should be something which you are sharing. Aapko waqai chai ki zarurat pad rahi hai na? Yeah, you'll get it. Don't worry. So listen, the next presentation is actually, get ready, newscaster. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Newscaster. And what you are going to do, you will come over here. It's not going to be a long presentation, only the headlines. And you can tell the headlines within 30 seconds, within 40 seconds, right? So you'll come over here. Good evening, this is BBC World and my name is Asad Yaqub. First of all, the headlines and blah, 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 right? So try not to read it from a paper. Try to just go on at a natural pace and you can just select some headlines. Like this is going to be on Saturday, so you can just see the headlines of Friday or maybe any general news, right? Start with some political news, some sports news if there are, and if there are anything about weather.
Sir, there should be one headline or multiple?
Multiple headlines, because you can do one thing. Just go to YouTube and write there BBC World headlines or BBC News headlines, CNN News headlines, Fox News headlines. And follow them, copy them, and most importantly, you need to see वो start कैसे करते हैं. सबसे पहले क्या बोलते हैं, right? Then how do they tell their name? क्या sentence बोलते हैं जिसपे अपना नाम बताते हैं and all that. So once you are prepared for all these things, it'll be fine. I mean, I want this presentation after some research, after some preparation. Not like just you come here, hello, good evening, welcome to the news, kal Pakistan match jeet gaya, thank you very much and go back. No, not like that. Proper accent, pronunciation, body language, facial expressions, eye contact, और कोशिश कीजिएगा उसको याद कर लीजिएगा. जो खबर एक्चुअल क्या होता है उनके पास तो teleprompter होता है ना. They read from teleprompter. There is a screen and they read from there. But you don't have any teleprompter. You have to actually prepare a paper. और 30 seconds या 40 seconds. Headlines इतनी होती हैं, देखिएगा जाके. 30 seconds में they just give the headlines. और वो news चाहे बेशक पिछले हफ्ते की हो जाए, past की हो जाए, right? इतनी पुरानी ना हो कि जी वो अपना 1974 की news आ गई. Not like that. And again, BBC News should be the standard one. CNN is fine. You can go DW. DW is very good. DW. Their English is so good. Just you have to check कि वो बोलते कैसे हैं. Introduce अपना जो introduction है वो क्या. And you can pretend that you are from BBC, you are from DW, or you are from whatever the news channel is. Right? So that is for the next class and probably after 2 weeks. Okay? All right. So we'll just take a break and I'll just see you after the break and we'll have that peer presentation after that. Okay? Thank you.